What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Mark coming back at y'all again. And yo, it's like almost 5 o'clock in the morning from where I'm staying at, and I couldn't sleep, so I figure I might as well just put this video up while I'm still awake and all that stuff. And plus, I ain't got nothing better to do. But anyhow, what I really wanted to talk about was um the video that I saw from James Caldwell and from Lady Nika entitled "Men Should Hit Women" or something like that, and I heard what James Caldwell had to say, I heard what Lady Nika had to say, and I heard what Much Love had to say, and I figure, you know what, Mark? Why don't you just get up on this camera and say how you feel about this situation? So, that's exactly what I'm gonna do tonight. And okay, so like it basically starts out with these two people that were in LA and they were in the subway or whatever, and from what I understand, the subway was kind of like overcrowded or whatever, and they barely had any seats left. And this man, I don't know if he was a gay man or whatever, but that's beside the point. But anyhow, this man went to go sit down next to this woman who had her purse and all that stuff on the other seat. And what this man did was he moved the stuff off the seat so he could sit down next to her. And first of all, let me just say this, and some of you may agree with me and some of you may disagree with me, but that's okay. We could agree to disagree. Ain't nothing wrong with it because we can't always agree on everything. I'm just, stating my opinion and tell you how I feel. But anyhow, this man, well, actually, I felt like the man was kind of wrong for moving the stuff off the seat. And on the other hand, I felt like the woman was kind of wrong for like putting her purse and all that stuff on the other seat so she won't let nobody else sit down. And I felt like the woman should have put a purse on her lap or something like that so she could let somebody else sit down for those of them that don't have seats, so they could have a seat available to them. You know what I'm saying? So she could let somebody else sit down for those of them that don't have seats. But anyhow, after the man had moved the stuff off the seat, this woman went, she went off and she was in her feelings. Like, she was calling this man a whole bunch of names, like a faggot and an idiot and a nigger and all that stuff. Basically, fighter words, enough for anybody to get their butt kicked and all that stuff. But anyhow, while the woman kept barking at him and all that stuff, y'all notice that man kept like he kept looking underneath the seat the whole time. Like, I don't know if he was trying to avoid conflict or like was trying to tune her out or whatever. But I just found it to be kind of weird. But the man didn't argue with her or nothing. Like he just sat there real quietly, just let her run her mouth. And while she kept running her mouth and barking at him and all that stuff, the next thing you know, this woman want to put her hands on this man, all in his face and all that stuff. And y'all know what this man did? This man, like Lady Nika said, gave him a backhand to mother later, and I was here for it. And I think she deserved it because you was coming at him real aggressively and all that stuff. You kept calling him a whole bunch of names, and and not to mention you put your hands on him, and so now you gotta suffer the consequences. And the man was like, "I told you not to put your hands on me," and and see, that's exactly what happens. And you know what? She was one of those women who believes that, oh, a man wouldn't hit me. I could talk to him. I could talk to him any way I want to. I could put my hands on him. Nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing to me. Because if he put his hands on me, he gonna go to jail. That's what a lot of women have that mindset. And y'all, and I was totally here for it too. And see, let this be a lesson to ladies out there. Like, please stay in your lane and know your role. And this goes for anybody else for that matter. Keep your hands to yourself. Like, if you don't want nobody, you know, uh, fighting you back or whatever, or retaliate in any way, shape, or form, all you gotta do is stay in your lane. And y'all really need to pick and choose your battles, cause some things are just not worth fighting over for. And this kind of takes me back or reminds me of that incident like that happened like several years ago when this bus driver had did a Mortal Kombat uppercut on this girl. They kept talking smack and all that stuff. It kept was putting her hands on him and all that stuff. And this man gave her an uppercut that was epic. And a lot of people in the background was like, well, she's a girl, she's a female, and you're not supposed to hit girls and yada yada yada. But mind you, like they didn't, they neglected to mention that the woman was the one that started everything. And see, here's another thing. And I'm not really, I don't mean to bring race into this, but or I'm not trying to like stereotype or nothing like that. But y'all notice that it's always black people that gotta take things to a whole nother level. Like they always gotta be doing the most with the least. I'm like, say for instance that somebody step on your toes or whatever, or like accidentally cut you in line. Like a black person will be ready, especially women in particular. A black woman will be ready to curse you out and call you a whole bunch of names and get ready to fight you and all this stuff. And I find it to be completely unnecessary. Like I said before, you really need to pick and choose your battles because some things are just not worth fighting over for. And I'm all for turning the other cheek and all that stuff. But once you hit that other cheek and once you keep provoking me, that's when I'm gonna let you have it. And I'm coming at you with everything. Now I'm gonna tell y'all a story about what happened back in middle school for me. Like, I was in the sixth grade, and I was a fighter back in the day. I really had anger issues and all that stuff, and I was one of those people where I would strike first and ask questions later. And I fought boys and girls. And I was always told if somebody hits you, hit them back. Don't be afraid to fight back. But nowadays I'm pretty much a pacifist for the most part, so I don't really be fighting as much. But there are levels to this now. Now that I'm grown, and once you reach that level, I'm coming at you with everything, and I'm not gonna stop until I'm ready to stop. But anyhow, you know, I've had incidents where girls will punch me in the face. Like this one girl punched me in the face several times, and then there was another girl that hit me in the back of the head with a textbook. And them textbooks be real hard too. So, that kind of hurt. Like, luckily I didn't have a concussion or anything like that. So, I proceeded to fight her because if you're going to step to me like a man, then I'm going to treat you like one. You know, stay in your lane. Like, if you don't want nobody, fighting you back or retaliating in any way, shape, or form, stay in your lane and know your role. And like back in the day, I would fight boys and girls because, like I said, like if you keep provoking me and if you keep pushing me, I'm gonna let you have it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're male or female. And what else I wanted to say? But you know what? Like, the more to the story is, just to basically keep your hands to yourself you know, and pick and choose your battles because, like I said before, not everything is worth fighting for. And like you don't. Like, first of all, you really don't know what kind of headspace a person is in, and he's lucky that that man didn't go any further because some men wouldn't go for that kind of stuff. Calling them a whole bunch of names and hitting them and all that stuff. And y'all know what really surprised me? What really surprised me is that this woman still kept talking smack even after when he hit her and all that stuff. But I just couldn't believe it. I just don't get it. But that was basically my opinion about the situation. I hope y'all liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And y'all can follow me on my Twitter at 504 Mark Anthony and all that good stuff. Oh, before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out real quick. I want to give a shout out to my neighbor Melanie Pittman. Y'all check out Melanie Pittman's channel. She's a singer and she did cover of songs like Tina Marie's Out on a Limb and Adele's Hello, and she also did a cover of Shaka Khan's Through the Fire song. So I recommend y'all checking my neighbor Melanie Pittman out, on her channel, and please subscribe to her channel because I really want everybody to win, and I'm all for supporting people on YouTube because I know a lot of people on here that supported me, and if it had not been for people like Spilling All the Tea, which is also known as Yarel and Lady Nika, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't have as many views or subscribers as I got right now. So I'm all for giving back and supporting others. So, and again, please subscribe to my neighbor Melanie Pittman. I'm gonna leave her name down there in the description box below, so y'all can go over there to her channel, subscribe to her, and check her out and all that stuff. And that's basically it. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.